Ship out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich, though.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching the Browns' rookie linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Jackson, option right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball, don't get things done early.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Jackson, options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. A run with Chubb on first down. Not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now, 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 72 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Jackson now, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll try to run the option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Hard to imagine a quarterback like this would be available in a trade. I mean, what an impact he's going to have.
And you know exactly why they went out and got him. They want to win and win big, and he provides that opportunity for them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 46 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 2. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That is caught.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
1 second, all that remains.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Broncos looking as good as anybody after 1 month as they run their record to a perfect 4-0. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into space at the 45. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! From 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second down and 4. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And taken down just shy of the 40. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down up to the 47-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Again, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive here. 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the 1-yard line.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Browns.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Throwing, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They they get the first and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now 1st and goal. Oh, and now meanwhile on the tackle, some words back and forth. A penalty flag is out. Let's see what this is all about. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the Browns down by a field goal, 80 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Completes to Njoku. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.